Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. It's actually afternoon, but I had a bunch of stuff to get done today. Okay, back onto the ShelterLogic shed in a box. First thing I think I need to do is go get the concrete blocks for this. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to weight this down. If you're building this the normal way, right now, you would anchor this to the ground as it shows in the directions. I will be doing that later this summer. I'm going to take it out the front door here, bring it around to the back, and set it up back there. Won't quite fit out the back door there. But anyways, I'm gonna go get some concrete blocks, get this weighted down a bit, and then start getting the skin on it. Okay, I got the blocks, but I was not prepared for doing this winter, and these were frozen solid to the ground. They have a big plug of ice on the bottom of them. What I think I'm going to do is just stack these up over here and put my little propane heater on them, melt that stuff off, and then they'll be a lot easier to use then. All right, I'm going to get that started, and then we'll get started with the ends on here. Okay, got all the snow melted off of these. This stuff is already freezing back there. Really cold out here today. So we're on to the next step. Page 7. And while them blocks were defrosting, I went around and tightened up pretty much every nut and bolt except for this, and this on both sides. That's because those have to come off when you're putting the ends on. Let me see what they show here. This basically shows you that one of the ends goes on either end. This is telling you not to put a tube up into the hole that the strap comes through, and not to pull the strap through. The strap has to stay in there. And this is kind of convoluted, but it just shows that you wrap it around the pipe, and then it goes behind here, here, and here, which I'm going to show you in just a second. Take this nut out. And get the strap on the inside of this corner. Okay, you could see that this loop is looped behind this pole. Same thing up there and same thing over there. A little bit later, this is going to get pulled around like that, and the entire thing is going to be yanked nice and tight with the ratchet straps. But for now, I'm going to get that other end on, and then we'll continue to the next step. And there you have it. Both ends are on. We have the straps coming inside of the poles like they should be. Now we got to tighten up the ends. And to do that, we're going to hook these ratchet straps to the pole down there. I'll show you that in just a second. It comes with 8 ratchet straps. They are all exactly the same, so any one will do. So we'll take 4 of these and get them in place. And we'll tighten down these ends. Okay, we'll get the strap out. That gets hooked right here, and then this gets hooked right through here. Just untie this. And pull it around the corner. Then that's going to go right through like that. And we'll ratchet it just enough to hold it and then start the other side. You're supposed to do this with 2 people, but we don't have 2 people. Okay, I got both of the ratchet straps on, and this is correct. It needs to be on the inside, but I have to pull this top part on the inside and then continue to tighten it up until everything's really nice and tight. Okay, I think that's about as good as it's going to get. And you can see that these are just hooked into the pipe down here. And normally you would have an anchor anchoring this to the ground, and it would be holding this square. But I don't have that luxury right now. I will be doing that in the summer, but for the winter, it's just going to sit on the floor here. All right, I'm going to get this end, and then we'll tackle this middle part. Okay, I have both ends on. Now, I got to pull this ladder out of here, so I think I'll bring in my concrete blocks and try to get those on there. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that, but I'll give it a shot. I got to disconnect it right here, pull the ladder out, and we'll see what the instructions say. But for the most part, you just lay that out on one side and pull it over the top, and then you take 4 more ratchet straps and strap it in all 4 corners. Then you can start putting these tubes in. And this is what I was saying about those. They go like this. They go around the tube like that, and then just have a bolt through this right here. It's not hard, but it's really putsy. Okay, so they just have you making sure that the ShelterLogic logo is on the outside, but basically you just pull it up and over and then do the same thing you did with the ends. Hook the ratchet strap into the pole there and pull it tight. See what it says on the next page. Okay, for the most part, that's just showing how to get the poles on. For now, this is our priority. Okay, with the top loosely in place, they now have you assembling these long tubes to the short tubes, and you don't use any bolts for that. You put this reduced end into this end, and you slide them into the pockets and then just leave them loose like that. Then take the other 4 ratchets and tighten the top down. We'll be putting these on a little bit later. Okay, with the side tubes in place, now we got to do the same thing we did with these ends with the ratchets. We've got to pull this over and tighten it on both ends here just a little bit. Then we got to pull the whole thing over the other end and do the same on this side. Then go back and forth and pull it a little bit, let it loose a little bit until basically it's even on there. Then we'll go on the inside and put these on, and it'll be done. Okay, so my strap wants to lay flat like this, so I'm going to pull it down, and then my hook is going to go like that. So I want to get this through here straight. Push it back through, just like that. Then this gets hooked on the opposite side of where the one on the inside was hooked. Now we'll just pull it a little tight and then ratchet it a couple times to get it locked in place. There we go. Now we'll head to the other side. Okay, again. Get this strap oriented right, and then the hook is going to go in like that. So put this down through there and then push it back through so we got a loop, and then it gets hooked down here. I'm going to pull it kind of snug, but we still have to get the other side on, so I don't want to tighten anything up real tight yet. All right, let's move to the other side. Okay, this is my last corner, and once I get this hooked on, I'll adjust everything and then tighten it up. Okay, got the skin completely on. It's nice and taut. Now we are on to page 16, and that is getting these on. These go on the ends, these go on the middle, nuts and bolts right there, got my wrench right there. And obviously you want to put the round side of the carriage bolt on the outside so it doesn't poke the cover. And then they have you pushing it down and then tightening it up. Then you go on the other side, they show it right here, until it's about 8 inches off the ground, and that'll tighten everything up over the top. All right, let's go get that done. Okay, hopefully I got enough room to get this stuff in here. You're supposed to tighten up those outer ratchet straps after you get these tightened up, but I think I got enough room. If I don't, I'll loosen those up, get these tightened up, and then go back and tighten those up. But like I said, I think I got enough room to get these in here. This is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to show you anyways. What you do is get one of these behind here, get the bolts through both of the pipes. Still got to get it through that pipe. Then you just put this one on there, and then you just finger tighten these and then move on to the end ones. And there you have it. I should point out that the washers get used on these. Okay, let's get the rest of these in, and then we'll show you how to tighten it down. Okay, now we're at about 8 3/4. Get it kind of snug. A little more. Okay. Oops. This doesn't have to be precise, but we'll make it precise. All right, on to the center. Oh, we're way up here. Okay, that's it right there. Bada bing, bada boom. One ShelterLogic shed in a box assembled within a shed. And if you followed this, it's because I want to work on my woodworking machinery in a heated place, and it's a lot easier to heat a little place like this. Most people will use this for gardening equipment and stuff, and that's what we're going to use it for as well this summer. Okay, so I'll be working on my woodworking machines in here in a couple days, so if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day. All right, I got both ends threaded on. What the hell? Oh, fuck. That's wrong.